Wow.
Alright, so first let's address the elephant in the room. The water dripping off of the ceiling making you wet. That is okay, that's perfectly natural. Water is just seeping through the surface of the ground and it makes its way through cracks into the cave, and now it's landing on you. That's known as a cave kiss, and they are considered to be lucky. Now let's take a look at this massive formation that's right ahead of us. This formation right here is known as the balancing rock. The balancing rock weighs 22 tons and it fell off of the ceiling from right around here a mere 10,000 years ago during the last ice age due to changes in pressure, climate, and temperature. Now all those changes were caused by a 1-mile thick glacier that was gliding over the surface of the cave, causing the formation to fall, and it is being balanced on a clay bank right here on the right side, and about 1 square foot of rock right here on the left side, and that is it. For reference, that's about the size of a sheet of paper that 22-ton formation is balancing on. Yes, it is very stable. No, it will not move. Now, we have another nickname for this formation, and it is Godzilla, because you can see the face of Godzilla in the formation. We have an eye, a mouth, a tooth, a nose, and some slobber right here. Now, if you look at that slobber, it does have sort of a milky white tint to it, and that is a mineral known as calcite. Calcite forms when water flows through organic life and picks up carbon dioxide. When the water and carbon dioxide mix, a really weak carbonic acid is formed, something you might find in soda. Now that carbonic acid seeps into the cave. When it hits the cave air, all of the carbon dioxide is released, and what's left behind is calcite in dissolved limestone form, which can be found in 3 different types of formations. The first one right up here are your stalactites. This one on the left is growing. This one on the right is not growing anymore. There's going to be a bridge up ahead. We're going to go over that bridge. You're going to look up and then to your left, and you're going to see what's known as the alcove of the angels. It's a very large opening. Take a look as you walk by.
Look up there, that's so pretty. That water is really refreshing.
Whoa.
Go up here if you want to look up here.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so cool.
Really neat. Sorry, buddy. What? Oh my gosh. Whoa. This is absolutely beautiful.
Alright everyone, so you're all going to want to make your way up onto this bridge here. Any of you guys have any questions or
Wow.
no?
It's just
There. All of you guys down there can just keep moving on in. Move right up here into this area, all the way up, all the way up. All of you guys back there, keep coming right up on this area here. You just get jumped on.
You need to charge your phone. Oh my god, it's random.
Alright everyone, so as I said, we can see our 3 different types of calcite formations. Right up here, you're going to have your stalactites hanging tight to the ceiling. That's how you can remember them. Directly below, you're going to see the counterpart, the stalagmite. You can remember those because they might trip you up because they come up from the ground. And right over here, you have what's known as flowstone because it flows down the wall. Now again, all those formations are a nice milky white. That is calcite in its healthiest and purest form, whereas this calcite down here is kind of like a brownish black. That means somebody has touched it. Again, we have natural oils and salts in our hands, and when you end up touching the calcite, those salts and oils create a very glossy surface over the surface of the calcite. Eventually, water can no longer get to the calcite. Water is the only thing that allows for the calcite to grow, so it's going to dry out, discolor, and then die. We don't want that. We want to allow the calcite to grow as long as possible, so that's why we ask you guys not to touch anything, because we want to preserve our cave for as long as possible. Now take a look behind you. What you are going to be seeing is a very large pile of boulders. This is known as the Rocky Mountains, not known by us, but by Lester Howe himself. Now he nicknamed this formation the Rocky Mountains because they had fallen off of the ceiling, and Lester actually had to climb up out of the stream bed way below us, and he'd climb over the Rocky Mountains in this direction to get back up to the vestibule where we began our tour. Climbing over the Rocky Mountains took about 2 hours for Lester and his tours. His tours in full would last anywhere from 8 to 10 hours long. They would cost about $2.50 a person, and they would be given hip waders, a boxed lunch, and a whale oil lantern. Instead of that, we have a nice flashlight and some walkways and bridges, so we're going to walk around the Rocky Mountains, but please take a look as you walk by at how big they really are. And again, they fell around the same time Godzilla did.